Again, this is Brant from Hickory Ridge Orchard. Here we have a tree that we planted last year. It looks similar to the tree that we had shown in the previous video. It was probably about as big as this tree, not quite as many branches. But what we did is exactly what we were trying to guide people to do, and we cut that tree off a little bit above the knee. We just found a good bud that we could cut it off at, and this is what happened in a year's time. We had a little bit of a drought last year, about a 5-week period of no rain. Some of these trees were able to get watered, some of them we weren't. So it didn't grow as big as some of our other trees that we planted in years before, but nonetheless, it's still gonna do just fine, okay? So this is year 2. A lot of you guys, your trees might look like this, or they might even look bigger than this. I'm gonna show you how to go about pruning this tree. It might sound a little catastrophic, but believe me, it works. Some example of trees that are in their 4th year after doing that is this tree, which you can see branches are everywhere. These trees here, basically this whole orchard is in its already coming into its 3rd year of production. And all of them were cut off at the knee, like we had showed here with this tree. So just have faith. Cutting the tree off doesn't kill the tree, it just stimulates root growth, which in turn is going to stimulate the tree to draw in more nutrients. It's going to grow better. The life of the tree over a longer period of time is going to survive because it's got a nice root base that's spread out. And again, this cut here might sound catastrophic, but it's definitely going to help that tree to continue to spread out its roots and bring in those proper nutrients that it needs. All right, so I obviously have a pretty good central leader that's starting with this branch here. So I'm going to keep this one. Everything else I'm going to cut off. And like I said, seems catastrophic, but we're just going into year 2 of wanting a good, nice root establishment again. All right. So any of these buds that are starting to come out, or sorry, branches that are starting to come out, we're going to just go ahead and cut these off. Now that tree's all clean all the way up until this central leader here, and at the tip of this central leader, I'm going to choose a nice bud, which I got a good one right here. And I'm going to make an angle cut right above that bud. And that's all I need to do. You'll be surprised about fall or definitely by spring of next year, this tree is going to be the size of some of these other trees that we have out here. In fact, some of these other trees we have out here, we've had to top off because they've already reached past 10 feet tall. Okay. After you make this cut, it'd probably be proper to get some sort of structure put next to it to support that tree, especially when it starts getting bigger and it'll start producing apples. You're going to have a situation where it can get top heavy and it can actually uproot. And so an example is we have 3/4 inch galvanized pipe that we stuck in the ground next to it, and we just loosely tied some string around it to keep that tree growing upright. Okay. As you can see with this tree here, I got a nice central leader structured. I got these branches that are coming off here, and I can kind of choose and pick and choose what branches I want to work with here. All right, so this tree is in its 4th year, or sorry, coming into its 5th year, and I haven't pruned it yet, but you know, there's not a whole lot I need to do. Just kind of these branches that are starting to shoot up, I can take some of this stuff out and kind of open this up. And so year 5, year 4 or 5, this is what your tree could potentially look like, or it could even be bigger, like that tree in the background there. It's already surpassed 10 feet tall, and we had to top it off. And so proper nutrients, proper pruning, once you establish that, you'll start getting fruit production.